Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today's collaboration Thursday again with the Crafty Little Gem. Today we're going to be making a bag. I haven't decorated it. This is just my prototype. Obviously it's going to look a lot better than this, but this is what I was working out. It can hold a necklace or a watch box, plus other things. So yeah, let's get started. You're going to need a piece of 12 by 12 cardstock, some DSP, which will be 9 1/4 by 3 3/4 times 2, and one piece which is 9 1/4 by 1 inch. I've already gone ahead and cut out and coloured my sentiment, my topper I should say, which today we are using. The collaboration that we've been doing for the past 4 weeks is this. It's called the Gift of Giving stamp set from Stampin' Up. Today I'll be using that DSP, which is the Very Cute, which is going into retirement. Yeah, so let's get on with it. Right, first we're going to do some scoring. It's only a bit of scoring and a bit of cutting. So and it's made out of the one sheet. So we're going to score it at 4, 5 3/4, 9 3/4, and 11. Then we rotate it. It doesn't matter which way around you rotate it. Then we're scoring at 1 1/4 and 10 3/4. So that's all you're scoring. So I'll just put that away. We are then going to fold and burnish all the score lines. Let me just move that out of the way. Can come up. Oh. Just slightly. There we go. Then we're going to do some cutting. What we're going to do is we're going to cut up these 2 score lines, but we're going to leave them straight. Just remove the score mark like so. So it's just that tiniest of amount. So we're just removing the score marks really. So up one side of the score mark and up the other side of the score mark. Like so. And this one. Remove that one, and then I'm going to remove this section here with these 2 squares in. So cut it up Should I use some bigger scissors? Removing the score lines like that. And then this one as well, the opposite side. Removing the score lines. Got a bit of a shaky hand today. Right, so that's what you should have now. Something that's like that. I'm just going to round these corners first before I do anything else. See if I can use this with this here off the trio punch. If I can do it. Couldn't do it earlier. There, that's that one. And that's that one. So then before we actually put it together, I'm going to put the DSP on. So this is your front. Now just be mindful if you are using directional paper. I'm not, so it doesn't really make any difference. So we're going to put one there. One on that side. And then one across here. I think I'll put it that way. Like so. So yeah, I'll stick them down first. I forgot to mention you do need 2 extra pieces of DSP for the sides, but we stick them when we've finished, which will be these sides, which will be 1.5 by 3 3/3 by 1.5. So I am using Tombow glue, which is very good. Gives you just a little bit of time to adjust. I think this is the last one of the collaborations with the Crafty Little Gem. I will link her channel down below. The weather is absolutely awful here today. It's been dark all day, hence the lighting. So I am sorry if there is a bit of a shadow, but I've had to put about 3 lights on in order just to get some sort of normality. So yeah, so that's that. And then what we're going to do is these 2 flaps here, one here and one here, we're going to glue that one to that one like so. So all you need is a little bit of glue on that side first. So we're going to bring that up just so it's, I don't know whether you can see that, but so it, fingers and thumbs, just so it lines up with that score line inside there, like that. Just make sure you spread that glue out and then it'll stick like so. Can you see that there, like that? And then I'll do this side. Just so it lines up with that score line inside, like that. Oh, you can't see that, can you? Again. There, can you see where it lines up with that score line there, down there? So I'll just go ahead and spread it all out. Right. So then what we're going to do is we're going to glue these sides up like so. So what we want is, you don't want glue all the way across. So if you just pop them together, make sure they're straight. Like that. And just get a pencil. Doesn't matter what colour of pencil because it's going to be covered up. And just put a little line down. Then you can just, a faint line just so you know where to put the glue up to. A bit on there as well. There we go. And just make sure your tops, because you can always snip a little bit off the bottom, but just make sure you get a nice neat corner. Just give it a couple of seconds to grab, and then I'm just going to go ahead and spread all that out like so, and we'll do it exactly the same on this side. So I'm just lining it up, just faint pencil mark like that, some glue. It's pretty simple, this bag. I mean, it might even hold, it'll probably hold socks. Everybody gets socks at Christmas or birthdays. If you can't think of anything to buy, get a pair of socks. Oh, that's because I didn't leave it long enough. Come on, mister. There we go. Make sure it's straight. And just go inside like so. And just spread it all out. And then I haven't cut my pieces of DSP for my sides because I forgot. As usual. Right, so we're beginning to look something like that. I'll just get some DSP. There we go. And it has to be 1.5 by 3 3/4. So I'll just move that out of the way and I'll just cut this. So 1.5. Oh, let me just check how wide that is. No, probably be going in the wrong direction, won't it? Let me just get another piece of paper so it's in the same orientation. Maybe not, maybe I haven't got any. Doesn't look like it, so mine's just going to have to be that way. So 1.5. Oh, that weather, it is absolutely throwing it down. 1.5 by, what did I say, 3 3/4. That's it, 1.5 by 3 3/4. There you go. Right. So then I've got some ribbon here before I put my sides on. I'm just going to pop some ribbon and make the handle for the bag. So about there. which is roughly, we will measure this if we can, inches wise, it is 9, 18, 20 and a half inches, but we'll probably cut some of that off anyway. So what I'm going to do now, I have got 2 small brads out of my stash as well. So what I'm going to do now, before I put my sides on, I'm just going to get some tear and tape just to hold the ribbon in place. So just put a bit of tear and tape on the end. Oh, right, you could see me. I'm always doing that. Just like so. That's one side. And then just peel the backing off like that. Oh, excuse me. And then just roughly in the middle, about halfway down, like so. I'm just going to tack that in place like that. I've got a tickle. Excuse me. And then I'm going to do exactly the same on the other side. Just give me 1 second. Sorry about that. So I'll just get some more tear and tape. Like so. Just the width of your ribbon. Just make sure it's well adhered. Remove that. Now make sure it's not twisted when you do this. So then halfway, about a cent, get it as central as you can, otherwise your ribbon will be, so there, it's beginning to take shape now. So what we need now is, I am now going to glue them on the sides. Like I said, mine's wrong way around because I've run out of the DSP, that one. But I wanted to use this one. And then just to hold the ribbon in place, I have got some brads out of my stash. Just make sure it's, just put your hand inside and just give it a good, like I said, it does give you that bit of wiggle room, so just give it a good press like so. There we go. So while you're doing that side, I shall get my pokey tool. Now do be careful when you do this, just find your ribbon both sides, which is about there, and then what I'm going to do, I've got my fingers at either side like that, so there's like a gap in between my fingers in the back, so I don't stab myself with the pokey tool. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to poke. You can always put a piece of sponge or something behind. I'm just going to, if I can, there we go, a little hole, the tiniest of hole, and I'm going to put a brad in, she says, there we go, like so, just to hold that ribbon and make it a bit more secure, like that. And I'm going to do identical on the other side now. So we're just going to glue this on. Looks like I'm running out of that. Looks like I need a new bottle. Right. So I shall just pop that on there like that. Make sure it don't stick to my fingers. Why does that one look longer than that one? It just doesn't it? I bet that wasn't 3 3¾ was it? No, that was 3½. Such a silly Billy. Right, that should be better now. Now I've got it all stuck to my fingers. Thought it didn't look right. Right, try that one again. There we go. Right, let's try that again. So, pop it on. Sticking to my fingers now because I've got glue all over, and that's how sticky the Tombow is. It's really good glue. Right. Just giving it a bit of a press. I'll just give it a couple of minutes because I've now lost my bread. Got Mr. Blue Bread. Right, there we go. So I shall just, it's about about 3/4 of an inch down, I would say. So I would say about there. Like I said, it's just to hold that ribbon in place, really. Just to give it a bit of strength. There we go. Let me just rub my hands and get rid of that glue. Then spread it out, give it a squish. So then what I'm going to do is slightly just bend those in slightly. Not fully, but slightly. So that that is there like that. So then we have a piece which we will need, which will be 9 3/4 by the trusty ruler. Another piece that I need, 9 3/4 by 3/4. 9 3/4 by 3/4. Let me just make them. There we go. But I'm just going to, no, I won't. Don't try and wing it. Right, 9 3/4 by 3/4. So we want 3/4. All fun and games. Make sure I get it straight because I'm known for not getting it straight. Oh. By 9 3/4. There we go. So then what I'm going to do, it's not 9 3/4, is it? Oh, dearie me. It's by 9 1/4. 9. I will put all the measurements in the description box below. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to round the 2 bottom corners just to match that. I'm just rounding the corners, but I couldn't use the big one for that, so yeah, so I've just rounded the corners to match it there. So let's get this glued down now. There we go. Yeah. Just make sure that's straight. You can, I mean, you can do this bit before you, when you're doing them sections there. It's just there I forgot, because I've got a memory like a goldfish. Right, so there we go. So that then, just slightly, just pinch and slightly, and it goes like that. So then what we need now is, we need a, I have another brad for the, just to make it a bit fancy, and a Velcro dot. So I would say that's 9, so 4 1/2. Yep, is roughly the middle there. Just mark it with a bit of a pencil. So out comes the pokey tool again. And in we go. It's not as stiff, that one, because obviously you haven't got the ribbon going through as well. So then, this is, like I said, these are just out my stash, when I can get it in. There we go, but it matches perfectly. So that's that, like so. And then what I'm going to do is, let's just get that well pressed down, and then I'm just going to cut a little circle using the 1-inch circle punch. Use a bit of the scrap that we've cut off, so that will go on there just to hide that. So let's put a blob of glue on there. I am just going to spread this out just to make it with a scrap piece of paper, just so it's even. And then I'm just going to pop that on there like so. Just to hide it. And then I shall get my Velcro dot. Now I can never remember which way these go, so I will just have to check on another one. Right, fluffy bit to the bottom. Fluffy to the bottom. Right. And what I'm going to do is take it off there, pop it right in the centre of there, squashing my little sides just so that that section lines up with that there, just ever so slightly, and then put one in the middle. I mean, you can put 2 on if you want, but I've just done 1. I think 2 might be slightly better, but I've done 1 on mine. It's only going to a family oh, she says, and then hasn't stuck it. They're very sticky, these. Very, very. Just make sure you get it lined up. There we go. Like I said, 2 might be better than the 1, looking at it. But it was trial and error, and I wasn't sure. So there, we're getting something. 2 or 3 even. I might even put 2 more on the end there. Where? There we go. Like so. Just for that added. Like I said, these Velcro dots aren't plain bold today. I might just put a bit of glue on them as well after. Because they seem to keep wanting to come up, but they are very, very powerful. I'm going to put another one there just to help it along. So you'll need 3 Velcro dots. They are extra sticky. Once they've been there a day or 2, they'll settle down. Right. There we go. Right. Now then, for my topper, I am just going to, let me see, put it I'll just put it, I have got another one which was off a different, but oh, I could hang it as a tag, but I'll have to. Right. Beginning to kink out now because I've been playing with it. Right. Stop faffing, Jacqueline. Let me just get a piece of scrap paper. And yeah. No. I shall just put it on with some dimensionals instead. Because it's quite big and these are small, I'll put a few on, but obviously if you've got bigger ones, just use what you need. There we go. So I'm just going to put it there. And then there we have it. Our little gift bag. I think I could have come down a little bit with that to the edge. But anyway, there we go. Hope you like it. If you do like it, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe so next time I put a video up you will be notified. Until next time.